it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here with me.
Yes.
And we have a super special guest, and we mean this, all right? Sherri Shepherd is here.
Hey, y'all.
Look at you.
I'm sitting between two powerful Black women. I love this. Is nice. I'm feeling chills coming. This is like a Jalen Hurts moment. We got to find a Jalen Hurts, though.
I feel so much synergy with you, so I'm excited that you're here. First of all, congratulations on the Emmy nominations.
Thank you so much.
That's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a huge big deal for a first-time show. Mm-hmm. And it's a big deal for me because this is like an 18-year-plus dream. So to get an Emmy nomination for something that I've dreamed about for so long and something that so many people told me no.
Yes.
Means, I don't know what it means to Kelly Ripa, J. Hud, Drew Barrymore, but I know what it means to me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And your team also got Emmy nominations.
My glam team did. My hair and makeup team got it, and they were so happy. And I told my hair person, Theo Barrett, he does Cynthia Bailey.
Okay.
He does Garcelle Bouvet. He does Phaedra Parks.
All the it girls.
I said, tell Cynthia Bailey, tell Garcelle,
now the price going up, baby.
But and then Willie Sinclair III, who is the costume, our wardrobe person, he was so excited. He was like emotional. Oh. This means a lot to our team,
right?
Because it's an acknowledgement of all of their hard work. So
I can't stand when people act like awards don't matter. It does, because when you're nominated for something and you work really hard, that acknowledgement is a big deal.
It is a big deal. And you just sitting there. I mean, literally, we didn't know until 12 o'clock. My stomach has been hurt. It just stopped hurting.
Really?
Once they announced. And you do, even NAACP Image Awards when I won, you sit there and you think, what am I going to say? You try to smile. And I was like, I ain't smiling. I want to win.
Right.
And it means so much when you work hard for it. So I'm so thankful. I'm riding on a high today.
Well, good. It's well deserved. I really do enjoy watching your show. It's like great energy.
Right.
I love how your interaction is with guests. And so we're going to have some fun with you today.
Yes.
We put together some things for you, okay? Mm-hmm. And you just have to pick one or the other.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nap or workout?
Whoa. I want to say nap because I'm so sleepy now, but workout.
Okay. All right. You've been doing it?
Yes. I have finally gotten to the place where I like going to the gym. As soon as the clock rings at 4:45, I'd sit up.
What's your workout regimen like?
It's deadlifting, it's sumo squats. I do a lot of weights.
Okay.
It's pull-ups, it's sit-ups, and
that's intense.
Yeah. And I do kickboxing.
Oh, wow.
Kickboxing and regular boxing.
How does that affect other areas of your life?
I have to tell you, if you can get to the point where you work out consistently, it really, my mental clarity, my focus is on point. I'm not as impatient. I'm hornier.
Okay.
I think,
I have heard that if you work out, it makes you hornier.
It does.
It makes your bowels move too, by the way.
Well, I wasn't going to say all that, Angela.
I didn't know. Whenever I work out, especially yoga, if you do yoga.
You told me yoga.
Okay, girl, you can't be single and telling everybody to make your bowel movements regular. That's just... I don't know, men look and go, I want to take her out. That's sexy.
But so hornier, so...
Okay, now don't that sound sexier than to make your bowel movements regular?
Well, good. Sometimes, depending on what you do, you
might need to get it out. Yeah. You might need to prep for something.
Prepping is good.
Yeah.
Prepping is good. I don't know where we went right on that. But yes, it does. Well, for me, yes, it makes you hornier. It makes you, the energy I get, literally as soon as I finish working out, I have a big burst of energy.
You're like, who can I call?
Who can I call?
Do you work out on the weekends?
Yes, I work out on Saturday mornings. I take Jeffrey with me.
Okay.
And work
So
out.
you take Sunday off or?
Sunday I take off. So it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So workout is your answer for that. All right. New York or LA?
New York.
Okay. Are you just saying that?
No. And I love LA, but LA is kind of chill. New York is a pulse. It's a vibe. It's an energy. People are, I don't even want to move out of the city. It is like people walk like they got something to do.
They got places to go.
They got places
even when we don't.
Yeah.
Even my pacing is different. Even working, it's different in New York, and I love it. The comedy crowds are different. You got to come with it.
Yeah.
It's so much different. I love the vibe.
We want to see you at City Winery too, right? You're going to be there.
I'm sold out at City Winery.
Is there any way Angela and I can get in? Is there any way?
Leave her alone.
Is there any way?
You know, you have to come because my special guest is Kim Whitley, so she's going to be out.
We love Kim Whitley.
So you have to come.
She's so funny.
I like that
flying out.
You get to work with your best friend, and I get to work with she's not my best friend.
She's all right.
That's what I say about Kim.
She's all right.
I'll be like, Kim, she all right. She ain't getting on my nerves today.
We just went to go see Ada Rodriguez there.
So funny.
And I love her so much.
She's so smart and funny.
She is smart. And like when Ida breaks things down, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes so much sense.
She's so
Every time I do stand up with her in LA, I'm like, I will say to her, I'm just not smart like you. Like
She's so smart.
I'm just regular funny. You like smart, make you think funny. You be dropping gems on people. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, even when I talk to her on the phone, I feel like that. I'd be like, damn, Ida's smart. I don't know.
She's so smart. And Ida make you feel like you're not doing enough for your community.
She like an activist.
She is she a true blue. Ida Rodriguez is true blue activist. Like you call Ida and you be like, girl, what you doing? And she'll be like, I'm marching and I'm fasting.
I'm working on the documentary.
We working on the documentary. We going to see if we can kidnap this one terrorist. And I'm like, girl, I just did laundry. Like I feel inadequate.
I feel you. Okay, how about this one? Eat out or eat in?
Oh my gosh, I love to eat out.
Okay,
I do love because I can't
Let's just
cook.
take that clip because that sounded crazy.
Yeah,
right up there with a clean your bowel.
Yeah, horny, eat out, got it.
Eat out.
Okay. All right, so you like to go out to eat.
I like to go out to eat because it's fun, you know, hanging out with my girlfriends. It's fun to go out. I don't like to cook for a man because I don't want him thinking that that's what he's going to get all the time. So if you want to get to know me, we have to go out because that's really going to be our MO.
Yeah.
What can you cook? Like, what are your specialties in the house? Nothing? You don't have a specialty? Like because everybody has a go-to dish.
Like hers are tacos. What
I can make
I'm more than tacos.
Okay.
I can make
Oh shit!
This is
terrible.
What is your son? What's your son?
Jeffrey's 18.
What's your son like? What did he used to like that you used to make?
Grilled cheese.
Like I can make him good chicken tacos. I'm stealing your stuff. I can make good chicken tacos.
She making stuff.
I can.
But there's
I used to be able to make like a pot roast when I was married to husband one. I made a really good pot roast, and I know how to make ribs.
I know that was a while ago.
It was a while ago, but I can make ribs.
Nobody say pot roast in a while. Okay.
I know, huh? It was a pot roast back then. I can make a rack of ribs really well. I used to be able to make greens, but I don't know how to make greens anymore. And I can make.
I don't know if you forget.
I forgot how to make greens because I wasn't making them. I know how to make a turkey.
Okay.
I know how to make.
Thanksgiving.
Though,
yeah, I can make. Now it's coming to me. I can make macaroni and cheese, a bunch of cheese and stuff. Everything that makes my diabetes worse, I can make. I can make the cakes and I can make a sweet potato pie. And now it's all coming back.
Yeah, you can kind of cook
a whole meal.
Yeah, you can kind of cook.
I can kind of cook, but I don't. Like I can do. I have a convection oven. You know, you have to use certain pans.
Okay.
And I thought that damn thing was broken. But I had people coming out. I didn't know it was a convection
oven.
What
about an air fryer? You don't have an air fryer?
I have an air fryer. Ooh, I can make wings in my air fryer.
Okay.
I can make Brussels sprouts in my air fryer.
Everybody's a chef with an air fryer.
Oh, yeah. I can do kale chips. Oh, girl, thank you. Because I got a good air fryer. I can do kale chips in my air fryer. I was doing this all prior to when Jeffrey turned 18. But now he turned 18. I don't make
So he doesn't eat anymore now that he's 18?
He's fasting.
No, at 18, I was like, you on your own, boy. And I think I called him the N-word. I was like, you on your own. It ain't even son no more. I was like, N-word, you go and get your own food.
Well,
no,
he's 18.
He's learned to like at a school he goes and grabs like a chopped cheese sandwich.
Okay.
He eats at the basketball center. He's a New Yorker.
He's like, sorry, mom doesn't feed me anymore. I'm 18.
Shoot, you know what I have on my kitchen counter? Like my wigs. I like laid out on the counter.
You really don't eat then at your house.
I eat out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? Pound Town or Make Love?
What's Pound Town?
It's an amazing song.
Oh, okay. They don't play that on my Pandora. That's not playing with Lisa McClendon.
No.
You are holy, low. They ain't playing Pound Town.
We're going to play it for you.
Yeah, is it nasty?
It is.
Very,
no,
very
give
nasty.
me Make Love.
I will give you some of the
I ain't
lyrics.
doing no pound and my knees hurt. What
Pound
is
Town. My pussy pink, my booty hole brown.
Yeah.
What? How things have changed. Oh my God.
And when we were talking about this, Angie's like, it's going to be so funny because she's going to have no idea what Pound Town is.
You know me.
She's
the
like,
Yee woman knows
She was
me.
like, she's going to have no idea.
You're
what
going to love this song. You're going to talk about it on your show when you hear it.
Why are they so, are the lyrics so
raunchy?
Listen, my son need a new pappy.
What in the world? Why you don't want to leave nothing to the imagination?
Well,
why everybody got to know your booty hole brown?
Everybody, we pink and our booty hole brown.
But why everybody got to know that?
Although
why you got to tell everybody that?
Some people bleach theirs.
Yeah,
I saw there were some
Why
conversations.
do you need to know that? Why can't he just be down there? He goes, oh, it's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Like, why you can't, if there's nothing for him to find out or for her to find out, and you know it all at once, then what is the intrigue of going to try and find out?
Okay.
What's there?
We don't know what shade of brown.
You don't know what and why, you know what, and why does he need to know your booty hole is brown? It's your booty. Are you all red? Look at you. Oh my God, I've never seen cheeks so red. Oh my God. Like, I just want to know if there's no intrigue and nothing to look forward to because you already know it, then why am I going there?
Well, that's just what it looks like. You don't know what it feels like.
Yeah. She didn't describe how I felt.
Like, I'm coming from the school of, you don't tell everything because leave some stuff to the imagination. And maybe you want to know your booty hole's got a little pinkish.
Well, you shouldn't listen to the whole song then.
I'll listen to it.
No, you will. We're going to play it for you right after.
And afterwards, I'm going to be like, you are holy. Oh, so holy.
Okay, here's the next one. Perfect man with bad sex or a stressful relationship with great sex?
What was the first one?
Perfect man with bad sex. I mean, bad.
Like bad.
All right. Or a stressful relationship, but the sex is amazing.
I think I could take a perfect man with bad sex.
Really?
Because at the end of the day, I know how to do stuff myself. I just do. I know how to do. I know exactly what to do myself.
Okay.
But if he is a good man, and I know how to fake some stuff, and then once he leave, I can.
You think you have to fake it though? Because if you fake it, he'll never know he's doing it wrong.
Yeah, he needs to
you
work.
could talk to him, but usually if you're a bad man, it's kind of hard to change that. Especially if I'm not looking. If I was dating a 20-year-old, then maybe I could guide him into where he needs to go and what he needs to be. But I ain't dating no 20-year-old.
Right.
Okay.
So usually, probably the man at the age that I'm dating, it didn't been bad a long time.
Have you ever been in a situation where the sex was terrible, but you stayed for a while?
Oh, no, I didn't stay.
Okay.
But I've been in a situation I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way this can continue. And it didn't.
And it
not
did
with
not.
me.
Did you make up an excuse or you told him?
I just didn't call no more.
Okay.
I just didn't call no more. But I mean, I also, at my age, it's like sex is not as big a deal as it was.
Okay.
There was a time when I was younger and that's all I thought about. But now at this age, I'm thinking about how can I advance? I got to plan for my future,
right,
for my son's future. I want to buy property. So sex is like, and I'm tired after going to the gym. So it's like, here we go. Masturbate, sleep. Masturbate, sleep. Use it. I'm asleep.
Right.
So,
But you know what,
orgasms ring different.
At least you have your son, so you're not even thinking about like, okay, I gotta, that is kind of the time when you're not having to worry about like family planning. So you can be frivolous.
I mean, there are times when I am. Like, there's times when I'll be like, "Ooh, what's that feeling down? What's going on?" So, it's still there.
Okay.
But it's so many other things. So I could deal with it but at a good man, that's a little bit harder to find.
That's hard to find.
Like, he a good man and he wants.
What did they say? A good man is hard to find, and a hard man is good to find.
That's easy to find. I think, good sex, let me tell you, you can find good sex because the ones that usually ain't got no job, they the ones that got
great.
They are awesome in bed. They will turn your behind out.
Because they know they have to overcompensate.
Absolutely.
And they need a place to stay.
They need a place to stay. And then you'll be screaming and hollering. But a good man who like adores you, who has stuff waiting for you and food waiting for you when you get home, and he cares about you, and that's hard to find.
Okay.
I might cheat. But
my gosh,
that's the problem.
See, now there you go.
Yeah.
I might. But he's a good man.
That's a good man, Savannah.
All right, Rhythm Nation or Control?
Oh man, Rhythm Nation.
Okay, we had this conversation. I thought you were going to say Control because there were so many hits on that.
Yeah. It was, but Rhythm Nation was just
okay.
What's your favorite Janet Jackson song?
Her Scream with her and her brother, and any of Janet's slow songs.
Okay,
I love any because she nasty. That's when I go, Janet nasty as hell. Okay, ask Janet, and she might have a pink booty hole brown song in her archives.
Yeah, and she'll sing it lightly like this,
like that.
Yeah,
but I listen to all her songs because she nasty.
All right, now I want to also. Oh, and last one, acting or stand up.
Oh my gosh, both.
No, that's not how this goes. Yeah.
Y'all hurt me with that.
You lucky we didn't say talk show. No.
I love acting so much, and I love stand up.
You got to pick one.
I have to. Oh my gosh, I have to say acting. I have to say I love acting.
All right.
It's something to create in a character. But getting on stage, I need to be on stage.
Right.
I have a need. I can't not be on stage.
That was a hard one.
I love acting.
Yeah. You know, and I remember you had this show like about you, right?
Oh, called Sherri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do something like that again?
Absolutely.
Oh, do you want to? Okay.
Absolutely. I no matter what, I'm always calling my agents going, what's out there? What can is there something I can audition for? Is there something, you know, that I'm getting offered a role for? Is there something, what is out there? Is there something we can develop? So yes.
Couldn't you see her doing like a Curb Your Enthusiasm type?
Oh my God.
Situation?
Yeah, you know that. And that show, I think this is the last season for Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah. I mean, it was some stuff in the works. There was a deal that I almost had, and it was literally for a woman who got with a younger man, and it was so much sex. We were interviewing writers, and everybody was like, he was banging you behind the bar, and he was old, and you looked up when he was banging. And I was like, why everything so much sex? Right. And they were like, you know, because you were a woman of a certain age, and women, y'all like sex. And I was like, but I'm doing it with the principal. I'm doing it with the techer. Sheesh. I'm doing it with my son's friend. Like, I'm a hoe in this. And they was like, yes, because you taking back your sexual identity. I was like, no. Where's the stunt double? And they like, no, you gonna do it all. And I'm like, oh, no, we not.
Right. So did they ever make it?
No, it just was in those development stages and still like early on. And then I signed on. I was like, I'm having second thoughts about all this sex. I gotta call him Niecy because Niecy Nash did Claus. And I was like, how's all that? She said, girl, tiring.
Yeah,
I said, oh man, it's gonna be hard.
But but you were down.
I was down. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
She says all that to say she would have did it. Yeah, moral story. I would have did it.
It just didn't happen, but I was signed up for it.
Oh gosh.
All right, now we heard Steve Harvey on Club Shay Shay, and he was talking about going broke. Right, he had made over $30 million, and then at the end of it all, he had like $1,700 in the bank. Have you been good with your money throughout the course of your career?
No, because I got married twice.
Okay, that was what happened to him. He said the divorce is what broke him.
That's what I tell people. It's not the marriage and spending all the money. It's the divorce.
Right.
That's why I always tell women, when you get married, get a prenup.
Yeah, I was just saying
we were talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, I was saying it's just like a business arrangement, right? You get an operating agreement just in case it doesn't work. We know what the arrangement is, so we can separate.
A lot of people say, especially women, it sets it up for failure. You planted seeds of negativity. But I was married with a prenup and without a prenup. Without the prenup, I lost everything. My house that I had saved up and bought. So much money went to the attorneys that was supposed to go into my son's mouth. And with the prenup, I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose that kind of stuff because a prenup is just like that. It's like you have car insurance. You don't expect to get into an accident.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You can control you, but you can't control everybody around you. That's why you have insurance. You have a burglar alarm. You don't expect for anybody to break in, but when it's there. And so when you do a prenup says everything that you have worked for is still yours. Right. Because if you don't have a prenup, he can take the money that you were supposed to use for your parents. If you have to take care of your parents, if you got to take care of your child's education, a prenup can say, if we have kids, you can't move out of the state.
Wow.
You can. So
you can put whatever you want to.
A prenup is so specific. You do it and get it out of the way. You don't think about it until you may need it.
Yeah. Right.
And if you look at the statistics, because the first one, when I didn't do a prenup, I was like, but the Bible say, and the statistics are a lot of marriages end up in divorce. It's nothing to be bitter about.
No one intends for that to happen when they get married.
Yeah. But divorce gets ugly.
It does.
It gets so ugly. And when it does, it's nice to be able to pull out a piece of paper, a document, and say, this is what we have agreed to. It is a legal contract.
Because then you end up, like you said, paying the attorneys a whole lot of money. They always say it's the attorneys that win.
They make
in those
all
situations.
Of the money. I was just telling my publicist, just being in debt because of two big, very publicized divorces, and being in debt to, the IRS because I couldn't pay my taxes because I had to pay so much money to the attorneys. They make out like fat. I was whenever my attorney called, was like, "Hey, girl, just checking on you." No, bitch, that's too much money.
Yeah, don't check on me.
Don't check on me. Because hello means $500.
Right. Yep. Then you get the bill. You're like, when did I do this?
When did you? And they get their money.
Yeah.
So yes, divorce is very, very expensive. Please get a prenup, ladies.
Right. Oh, that was a great ad for that.
I'm telling you, I am pro prenup.
And we also were talking about this, right, Jasmine and I, before you came in here, your jail stint. 8 days.
We were brand in the house.
But yeah, because we were like, I don't know if I could live.
8 days, that's a long time.
Both of y'all, look at y'all, and y'all cute with all that hair. Look at it. Oh, yeah.
8 days?
Do you know how to fight, Jen? You know how to fight?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I don't want to have to fight every night. Like, I don't want to every day. Like,
yeah, that was the biggest thing, because it was like being in jail for the 8 or 10 days I was there. It's so many different women who were there, and I'm like this shy girl who was a Jehovah's Witness, and they stole my underwear.
What?
They did, because you get when they give you your stuff, they give you like one little moo-moo, they give you a packet of deodorant, they give you that little black dandruff comb in a packet, and that's all you get. You get some Kleenex, and that's it.
Did you have a wig when you were in there? Or
Girl, no, they take all that.
Yeah,
you go. So it was my natural hair. I was just doing comedy, so I wasn't wearing wigs.
Okay.
But what happened was you get one pair of underwear, and you have to wash them every night, and you put them over your bunk bed to air dry. And when I woke up, they were gone. And
my God.
They were just gone. I was like, and you sit there and go, I know I put these panties on there to dry.
Right.
And so it was women around me who was like, they be itching for a fight. And I don't remember the lady's name. I'm going to call her Big Mama, because it was something crazy like that. And it was like, Big Mama took your panties. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like, you have to fight Big Mama. And I know it was a big old lady, Latin lady. She was huge. And they would and I was like, I don't want to fight, but you can't say you don't want to fight.
Because then that's worse.
Because that's worse. And then so the little bit, her name was Lil Bit. She took me over there and she was like, there go your panties. That's 2 pairs of underwear lay on the thing. And I said to Big Mama, I was like, did you see extra pair of panties? She was like, no, bitch, I ain't seen nothing. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta fight this lady. Right. Oh my gosh.
So what happened?
The security guards came in, because it was another fight that broke out at the same time. That's how much God loved me.
Oh my God.
Because that lady would have whooped my ass. She was huge. And I just remember she just sat there and she was like, I ain't seen nothing, bitch. And I'm like, okay. And I went the whole time. I had to go to all of the courts. I didn't have no underwear on.
I was going to say.
Then you get on that bus, girl. You ever seen that prison bus that go on the freeway when you're driving?
Yeah.
They put me on there and they chained me up. And they put the women in the front, and then it was a big old cage, and in the back was a bunch of men who were chained up, and I was the last one. So they was all whispering nasty stuff. They was like, I'm gonna cut your titties off. I'm gonna cut you. It was even nastier than that. It was like horrible, like Silence of the Lambs stuff. Let me cut you. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you up, and I'm gonna cut it all out, and I'm gonna tear it out, and I'm gonna tear that pussy. I mean, it was horrible. And I'm chained up like doggone. I done killed 12 people, and I'm crying silently. And the thing that hurt my feelings the most is as I had to go to different courts every day on this bus with all of these crazy men. And I'm like, if this bus hit a bump and we like, you be thinking all in movies, and we tumble over and the guards driving, they get killed or whatever. And these men get out this cage and I'm all chained up. Oh my gosh. And so I tried to look up on the expressway and look at people in their cars to let them know I'm really a nice girl.
Help.
I'm a legal secretary. Help me. But everybody drive, they don't look at you.
That's right.
And you feel like not seen. That's why I tell people, if y'all see people in jail, at least get them eye contact and smile.
Because I would think they don't want you to look at, like, I would think.
No, they do.
Yeah.
You feel like nobody cares. Like you're not human.
Okay, that's good advice.
And if it's men, show them your boob. Like if you drive.
That's so funny. What's last question about your jail stint? What was the food like? What did you?
Horrible. I was making people laugh when we first got in there. After they make you hold up your breast and you have to squat and you have to cough. They're gonna make sure paraphernalia is not in your butt and your brown booty hole, Angela. So after that, I was making people laugh because I was so nervous about being in jail and not knowing what to expect. And one of the guards got mad at me and made me stand in the corner. So I didn't have no dinner. Breakfast, they set me down. They were still upset with me. They gave me bologna. It was so moldy.
Ew.
It was so moldy.
First of all, bologna's already bad without mold.
Without the mold.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was looking at that bologna and I was like, I can't eat this. And I didn't eat it. And I didn't have nothing to eat. I was so hungry. And then one girl, she had her ludicrous braids all over her head. And she came and sat next to me. I was so depressed. Wasn't nobody talking to me. I was lonely. And it was this dude with the ludicrous braids. I didn't know it was a woman. I thought it was a dude.
Right.
And so I'm going to say he. He came and sat next to me. He was like, you hungry? And I started crying. I was like, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten nothing. He said, I'm going to go get you a candy bar. And so when he walked out, Shay, who was next to me, another woman who had beat up somebody who took her drugs, she was in there. And she had her hands behind her head. She was laying on the bed. She was like, if you take that candy bar, you're gonna be eating the P word tonight.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my God, that's a woman. I thought it was a man. And then she came back, and I said, I didn't know, I don't want to eat you. And I was hungry, and I just wanted the candy bar.
Right. I did not know that rule. I'd have been, yes, give me a candy bar.
Yeah, I'm so greedy.
Know that.
So wait, he goes, what, after you said?
Oh, he said, F you, bitch. And then got up, and I was like, I'm not a bitch. I'm really nice. And but later, it was a real pretty girl, like real pretty. I remember she came in and she was cursing her out. And during the middle of the night, that same one who was going to give me the candy bar got up and bopped her in the mouth, broke all her teeth out.
You know how hard you got to hit somebody?
Do you know how hard you got to hit somebody with them ludicrous braids? Yeah. I was like, she should have took that candy bar. Shoot.
And all this happened within 8 days.
Yeah.
That's a lot for 8 days.
That's why I pay my bills. It's so funny when I used to say it to Barbara, when I go, yeah, I was in jail, she'd be like, what, dear? Who did I hire to co-host The
What,
View?
dear?
Because it was just some tickets, right?
But when you get moving violations, if you don't show up in court, they become traffic warrants.
I mean, come on, that's ridiculous, though.
No, in traffic warrants, they can give you a bench warrant for $1 to $10,000. So I had 4 of them, and my whole thing was maybe 10 to 12 grand. So I had to go to each court every day. And that was time served. So that's why it was so long. It was time served.
Okay,
I didn't pay off.
They could have just garnished your wages. I mean, I don't think you deserve to be
your wages
in there.
It's either time served or you pay it off right then and there.
Is it still like that now?
Yeah, still like that now.
I think that's ridiculous.
Civil Brandon is closed down, but you have to go to other jails. But
I feel like you got to be involved in some type of criminal justice reform program.
Yes, you need to get your Kim K on or something. Sheesh.
I'll be a baby lawyer.
Be a baby lawyer.
Get my little baby law degree.
Be an infant lawyer.
Oh my gosh.
And we also want to tell you congratulations on the show just being renewed for another 2 years.
Thank you so much.
That is no small feat.
I appreciate it.
I think it's hard, like even you coming from a cast like you did from The View to having your own situation. Like I know I came from The Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And I have my own show now. And so now everything is on you. So what is that like?
On you. I did not know how hard that was because on The View, I had 4, women on the side of me, and everything that I do is what Barbara Walters did. I just had to come and sit at the table and be funny, and we interviewed the guests. Barbara was the one that met with the affiliates. Every weekend, every week, I go out and meet affiliates that carry my show, and I'm cleared in 98% of the country.
Whoop, whoop.
So I have to go to St. Louis and thank you. I got to go and do the weather with the local, talent. Yeah. I have to, sit and talk. I have to hold babies. I got to eat the ice cream that the local ice cream maker. And I got to, because it's always about time slots. And these affiliates determine what time they're going to put you on, 1 a.m. or 10 a.m. And if they're going to air you a second time. So you have to make all of your affiliates happy.
Yes, I know that feeling.
Yes, you have to go and meet, and that's
so people. You have to be likable, not just in front of your audience, but also to these affiliates.
And also to the advertisers.
To the advertisers,
that matters a lot.
If somebody's advertising on your show, you got to. If they are having a get together and they want you to meet their clients, you have to go. And yes, it is important to be likable because if advertisers, the name of the game, people don't understand. Talk show, radio. These advertisers are important because your show will not be on the air without them. And so you have to, my brand is joy, so I have to smile a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think every time I want to take a picture with her, I'm like, it's COVID. It's COVID. I just plead the blood of Jesus. But, it's, so I have to do all of this myself. Oprah Winfrey said to me when she was giving me advice, she said, Sherri, you get the glory, but you also get it if it goes down because they won't say to you, oh, that was a horrible producer who produced that segment. That's
it's all on you.
So people don't understand when I'm about business, I'm very serious about the business of being funny. So people get the joy, Sherri, but behind the scenes, I'm tough as nails. Because if I mess up your name, they're not saying that the producer gave me your name wrong. They're going, Sherri, you didn't do your research. That's what I'm relying on you for.
Right.
So
that's why it's hard for me to rely on notes from people if I don't do the research myself, because sometimes it's wrong, and you're like, damn, and then you look like
crazy.
You look crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my! Lena Waithe said to me, but this was my fault. It wasn't a producer. I just be forgetting stuff. Like I even, and I don't use cards. So I talk to them without, because I want it to be really, really but then that means I forget a lot of stuff or I'll see it on the prompter and I'll get it wrong. And I said to Lena, because when they had the premiere of the movie that Tiana Taylor was in, I forgot
1001.
1001. Yeah. They had it at the Magic Johnson. And all I saw was, premiere. And so I said, Lena, y'all had it at the world famous Apollo. Girl, how was that having the premiere at the world famous Apollo? And she was like, you always get stuff messed up, Sherri. And I was sitting here going, what I do now? She said, we was never at the Apollo. We were at the Magic Johnson Theater. And I go, what? For real? Girl, I was mortified. She said, you'll never be getting that.
It could have been worse, though.
But, but that's part of, like, if that's part of your personality, you can make it,
Yeah, but you only get like 3 times to do that. And go, what? After a while, people like, look, Sherri.
Like, get the note cards.
Get the note cards.
Yeah. You gotta get them cards and stop playing.
Stop trying to be like them waiters that don't, them waiters, they won't write your menu, the order down, and they always get it wrong. So, yes.
But what's great, too, just even you having your own, being able to make your own segments.
Yes.
Right? That really show your personality, and having like a segment for comedians. I have one up here too, because I'm not a comedian, but I love and support stand-up comics so much. And so we've had, I know you just had Country Wayne on.
He understands the assignment. That Country Wayne. My God. It is nice because you appreciate comics. For me, being a comic, I know how hard it was to get booked on TV shows. It's extremely difficult if you're not a big name.
Right.
And I really wanted to showcase comics that, can't necessarily sit on the couch. And that was something I had to fight for. But I'm a comic and I know how that is. So to be able to sit and give a platform to comedians, and I'm hoping that somebody's watching going, I like, I'm going to use Country Wayne. I love that Country Wayne. I wonder if he's available for a sitcom or something, and be able to call them in to give women this platform. It makes me so happy. I don't like it when I put you on there and you don't do well. Then I'm like, okay, wait, bitch, what happened? I said, you can't, you can't.
Not on my show.
Not on my show. You can't have an off day when you're on TV. That's your, what is, not 50, who's the one that did 6 Mile? The white boy.
Eminem?
8 Mile.
He said 8 Mile.
8 Mile.
You always get stuff wrong.
You always get stuff wrong, Sherri.
Let me tell y'all who listen. I guarantee y'all hit them 50s. You ain't going to be remembering nothing. He said you get one shot.
Yeah.
When you get on TV, you got to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Lose yourself. So when you get on TV and you get on a big platform, you don't have an off day. You're not allowed to have an off day. You better be ready, because if you're called, you better be ready. If you're a comic, you better get on this show and kill. Because if you have an off day, it's going to be very hard to get back on anything.
Yeah, it is. Because I've seen people and I'm like, I guess they won't be on again. Like,
that's exactly
I've seen
what
that.
you're
saying.
So when people
do you give them do you give them like a little pep talk or anything, or just more?
I do.
You do. Okay.
I tell them, I said, just breathe. Breathe. You have this opportunity. You've trained for this. You're ready for this. You don't get out there and choke. And I don't say that, but I'm just praying, and I will say a prayer with them.
Because how you get embarrassed for people?
Yeah.
Like, it's not secondhand embarrassment. Yeah, somebody's messing up and you over there like, oh.
And that's also on me, because this is a segment that everybody wasn't a fan of. Yeah. And so it's like, this is a new show. So you don't want the audience to go, well, it's a hit or miss with the comics.
Right.
You have to be amazing. So when people get on there, Country Wayne got on, Bill Bellamy came and rocked it, Steve Harvey, those are the names. But then there was a lot of comics that came and they were so wonderful. That is the level that you have to be on. This is not an okie doke show.
Yep.
So a lot of my friends think, girl, you just got that talk show. Can you put me on?
You like,
no.
Yeah.
Because I have one girlfriend, she curses all the time.
You're like, I don't know if I can.
On stage. Everything she does is and is nasty. And she goes, when you gonna put me on your laugh lounge? How about never?
Yeah,
because I've never seen you do clean. And she goes, when I get on there, I'm gonna do clean. No, I don't know. And I cannot afford. We are a small production. I cannot afford for you to go and do MF and do something, and then they have to push that button and we have to pay for it. Because you won't be back and you won't see that segment again. And all you can do is say to me is, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have plans to make that into something like a standalone thing, like a series where maybe you're introducing?
I would love that. I would love to bring comics on and work out like a Netflix deal.
Exactly.
Where you come on my show. Absolutely. I'm always thinking forward, where you can come on the show and then you get have a Netflix deal. There's been a couple people on there. I'm like, can we talk to you further about producing something for you?
Right.
You are so amazing. You need your own show, and I love that I have that platform now that I can get in front of people and say, these people are amazing. You have to see them.
Right.
And this is the idea that I have for them. So,
see, this is great, because you talked about being in your 50s now, and sometimes you are just like really getting started with all of this. And that's amazing, because sometimes people feel like, man, because for me, like just getting started with what I'm doing also, but you still have like so much time in front of you to accomplish a lot more.
Yes, it's the way you look at it. Like Bevy Smith says, it gets greater later. Like it's been a lot happening for me up until this point. But now things are like, it's like now things are coming to fruition. I wasn't able to do for other people earlier. It was just about me trying to get my thing.
Right.
But now, like, when you have a blessing, other people are supposed to eat off of it. You're not the only one that's supposed to be doing the blessing.
Right.
Everybody's supposed to. And I told my team, my glam team, if in 5 years, if we still doing this, I don't want to see you here with me. I want you being bigger. I want you on the road with Janet, with Mary J. Blige. I need you to capitalize. I need curling irons. I need hairspray with your name on it.
Yeah.
Eat off of this blessing.
Right.
Because it's not just about me. So now it's so wonderful being at a place where I can say, I want a She's the Boss segment on there.
Right.
And having women come on and talk about how they can inspire other women and start their own business at a certain age. I want people my age to know, I think because so a lot of people want to throw us away. There's like this renaissance now of women who are older. Sherri Ralph, who are getting their flowers. Michelle Yeoh, who won an Oscar. It's like, so we can show people we're still viable.
Yeah.
We're still, we got a lot to offer. And it means something because I was told so much when I was trying to pitch a talk show, but we want younger. And there's nothing wrong. I think there needs to be a talk show host that's younger.
Yeah.
Because there's a community that you can speak to that I can't. We need that. But we also need some other people too.
Yep.
I agree with you there because, and even just talking about like the She's the Boss segment, we are always trying to push like entrepreneurship, things that we have going on.
Yeah.
You know, we just did a big investment and closed on the deal yesterday.
Congratulations.
And so it's something I've been working on for like a year, but it finally got done and Jasmine's like, I want to invest in it. And she did a nice, it's our biggest investment, both of us.
We're both cash poor right now.
But you're looking at the big picture. The big picture.
Yeah.
And I think also people have this perception like when, it's not a good thing to make a lot of money because I feel like people look at you bad if you're like really into making money, you know, especially as women.
Those people are the ones that are scared to step out.
Yeah, and I agree with that because, you know, having your own platform and then trying to do whatever you can to monetize and make money. But part of being able to do that is being able to help other people, right? You want to be able to make a lot of money.
Without money.
Yeah, so that you can help other people make a lot of money and invest in other people too. So that's important. So
yeah, I'm not one for when people say, you know, they give you the shirt off their back. But then what are you supposed, if you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of other people? So now you don't have a shirt on your back and you cold and
they over there warm.
And they over there warm. And I'm absolutely like, I think you have to have a healthy relationship with money. Everything can't be about money.
It's not.
But in the practical, you need money to do things and you need money to help people, you know, and to be able to help them and give a platform, you need money. And it's also women, we're so used to taking care of everybody else. And then we look up and go, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And you see, and you're working, and it's like, no, get your life together with your money. I always tell women, with your will and your estate planning and your trust, get all of that together. I tell people, maybe I don't know if it's because I'm older, look at long-term health insurance.
Right.
So that you're not sitting there going, I got to live in the back room with my daggone cousin who be arguing with her. Who are all these people in the house?
Right.
So you could, if something happened to you, you could be at the Four Seasons with a full-time nurse.
Oh, that's right.
Like that's long-term health care. So many of us, we don't want to think about that, what happens next. And it's like, no, make the money, make these investments so that when you are at a certain age, it's easier, not harder.
Yeah.
4 Seasons with a nurse sounds really good
Girl,
in old age.
Don't that sound good? Well, you ain't worried about so-and-so.
It sounds good now.
It does sound good now.
Let me tell you something. If something happened to me, my sister, she gonna be like, I don't want her in no nursing home. She gonna put me right there. My brother-in-law don't like me anyway. He gonna have me in the new room. I don't know what he gonna be doing to me in that daggone back row. It's gonna be one tear coming out of my eye. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. That's what drives me, because I know my sister is gonna want me. She be having all kind of people in the house.
Right.
You know, she got 9 different driver's licenses with different names on it. I'm like, I do not want to be there if something happened to me. And Jeffrey told me I could live in the back room behind the garage. I need to be at the Four Seasons with a full-time nurse.
He's like, Jeffrey got to take care of you.
Oh my gosh. I'm afraid his girlfriend won't even let me stay with them. I'm not depending on nobody. It's me.
Your mind really just goes to different scenarios.
That's why I'm a comic.
Worst case,
That's exactly what I'm a comic.
Yeah, that's probably why you're so funny.
I do.
It goes.
It thinks of it, no matter what, I always think of like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All the time.
And I think it's a gift also when things don't go well to still be able to make a joke out of it.
It's always. I think that's how my sitcom Sherri came about, because I found out that it was infidelity in my marriage, and the girl had a child, and it was so painful because I married my best friend, never had a clue, and I just sat and thought about it and came up with 25 minutes of material of how I, found pictures, what I did, how Niecy Nash came and picked me up, and we were gonna go fight the girl.
Oh yeah,
and
I
the
love
only
that.
Reason why
love that kind of friend.
Oh girl, we was ready. She came straight from Reno 911. She had the little curly cues on the side of her face. She
ready to fight.
That big old booty. She was ready to fight. When I tell you, she threw back a couple drinks and she was like, "Let's go." Because she from daggone St. Louis and I'm Chicago.
Oh gosh,
and the only reason we couldn't find the house was because we didn't know if it was Court, Lane, or Terrace. God loved that girl.
Lane, or Terrace.
And we couldn't go over there. Niecy was like,
God was protecting her.
She wanted to tear up his car. When I tell you, she done cursed our husband 1 and 1A. Every time I got out of court with 1A and he said something to some radar line, she would call and curse him out. Oh my, that's a ride or die. That's a ghetto girl right there. Don't let Rookie Fez and Claus fool you. And them doggone Emmy nominations. She ghetto as heck. And so it's like, I don't even remember what you asked me.
What were we talking?
What was we talking about?
I don't know.
See, that's a good girl, Mom. You like, we all like, what was
we were talking about? Unfortunate situations, but how you can still find.
Oh, right. So when I
was
was going through all of that, my mind just started going, and I needed to get on stage. That's what I said. And I got on stage and I was talking about it. And I remember Jamie Foxx came up and he said, "That's probably the best you have ever been on stage because you're so vulnerable and your pain is showing." And from that, I got a development deal. They handed me a script, and when I started telling them all of that about the infidelity, they said, "No, let's do a show about this."
Yeah.
And Malcolm Jamal Warner ended up playing my husband, who cheated on me, and Tammy Townsend was my best friend. So it was like, that was the Niecy Nash character. She auditioned.
Sounds like it.
She didn't get the role. She was so mad. She said, "How am I auditioning to play your best friend and I don't get the role?" And
I can't play myself.
Okay. And the character was based on Niecy.
But see, I like that. Something bad happens, let me go and do something with it.
Yeah.
Make some money off of it. That's how you really, we talk about revenge and wanting to get back at
real
people,
revenge.
but that's the real revenge.
That's it. Now, don't get me wrong. I wanted to fight.
Yeah.
It was, and it been,
but in the long term.
But in the long term, I talk about being ghosted. How same thing, me and Ghetto Girl, we was going to go over to where he lived and climb over his doggone gate.
Oh my God.
And I was going to bust up a doggone Bentley. I was going to bust the windows.
You've ghosted guys before.
I mean, one time,
the guy that was terrible in bed.
That was terrible because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Okay. But I don't just make a habit out of ghosting people.
He knew what it was, though.
I think he knew what it was.
Well, he know now.
He know.
But I like, if it's a painful moment, even being ghosted, I use it on stage. But we really was gonna climb on that gate, and we was gonna cause ruckus on his doggone sports car and all kinds of. We was gonna tear up.
You'd have been right back in jail too.
We would have been really in jail. God love me.
God loves you.
I saw him again. He's really well known. He's very, very well known.
See, aren't you glad you didn't do that?
No, it would have been a great story. No, that would have been a great story.
He said, if you would have climbed, he said, I had dogs all over there. If you would have climbed, you would have gotten, I was like, I wouldn't have even felt a dog bite me.
That's how bad you were.
I was so mad that I had gotten ghosted. I wouldn't have felt nothing. I was ready to just cause ruckus. Why did he ghost you? I don't know why he ghosted me.
Since you're friends with him now, you can ask him.
You know what? I actually should.
Yeah, we want to know
why he ghosted.
Sir?
What if he's like, the sex was terrible?
The nerve of you.
No, we never did it. We never did it.
Oh my God, you did all that and you didn't even
get it. Sherri, you need to relax. You did all that and you never had sex with him.
Well, probably that was probably why, but it might have been. It might have been.
Maybe because he's like, you and them.
Yeah, she's not giving me none. It's a waste of time.
Like, I might as well go to somebody else.
Don't you see the kind of car I got? Like, please.
And so, Sherri, I want to ask you, I know you've been investing also in films and things like that. So can you talk about that a little bit and why you're passionate about that?
About investing?
Yes.
Like financially investing? Because I just believe, like passive income, like investing in things and it coming back to you. I was not financially literate at all. And I didn't think about this because my parents never were that way. We always had this kind of poor mentality, like always survive.
Check to check.
It was always check to check.
Me
They didn't teach me how to balance a checkbook. I told Candy Burris last year, I was like, everything that comes to you, your mind is entrepreneurial. Like no matter what, people accuse you of having a sex dungeon, and then you go and create a damn dungeon, a dungeon experience, a tour,
making money
and make money off of it. Like no matter what. I asked her how she started her nasty toy line.
Oh, yeah.
And she told me she was watching TV and saw something. And I said, I wish I had that kind of mind.
Mm-hmm.
That I've always been fearful to invest in stuff.
Right.
Because I was afraid of
a
losing.
lot of people are.
Yeah.
You know, because we're also scared for like our bank account to be, you know,
yeah,
low.
if you lose
like
it, what's going to happen?
Now. Yeah.
And sometimes, but you're looking at the big picture. Failure is like, it's not bad. I look at it now as it's a learning lesson.
It's like investing in school. You learn so much from things not working. It's like if you would have went to college for that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I learned, oh my gosh, when I was investing in stocks and bonds, I was using a whole, like a broker. Mm-hmm. And what I learned was I ain't making no money because of all the fees that they charge you to move everything. They're moving it over here. They're moving it over there. You done made it. And I was
you can just use the app.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I learned how to do this myself and get an app and just do it myself. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's just like a learning lesson.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, take the leap of faith. Find out about the product. And go, yes. I said, shoot, if it's getting me closer to an EGOT, I'm going to invest in one of these Broadway shows.
Right.
I'm like, that's what I want to do.
And you've been on Broadway before.
I was in Cinderella. I played Keke Palmer's mother, Cinderella.
Yeah,
we did it on Broadway.
I love going to Broadway plays.
It's fun, but it's grueling. It's 8 shows a week.
Well, I just go. I'm not,
like, I'm just attending.
I like to attend.
But it's so much fun. It's like stand-up because you're live in front of an audience. Mm-hmm. And like literally,
if you choke, you choke.
If you choke, you choke. And but you trust your people on that stage to get you back on track. One time Keke was mouthing my words to me. And when I was like, Cinderella! And I was like, what the hell am I saying next? She was just mouthing the words. She got right back on track.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you could do like a one-woman show too, though. I could see that. Remember Mike Tyson did his?
And everybody loved it.
And I definitely went to go see that.
Did you like it?
I did.
And that was the thing. You would never think Mike Tyson, one-man show. And he got critical acclaim.
Yeah.
Like, you got to step out there.
No, we talking about you need to step out there and do that.
I would love to. I think
she just changed the whole thing around.
I know. I just
yeah. No, we talking about you.
I've
you got some good stories.
I have started writing, and when I get to the painful parts, I stop. So I have so many notes in my drawer of like the moments I make funny that are painful. So I really have to get back out there. Robin Roberts was getting on me. Yeah. As I said, I've always wanted to write, and I will stop when it gets too painful. So it's a confirmation because it keeps coming back to me of doing a one-woman show.
I think so. I would definitely
we there.
Go to see that.
If it ain't sold out, we can
we'll
hopefully
figure it out.
We gonna get some chairs for y'all.
We can sit in the aisle. We can sit in the aisle.
I'm gonna pull somebody's grandmama out and put y'all
It's in the balcony.
Yeah. But no, honestly, thank you. And you're in New York, so I hope that we get to see you a lot more.
Well, I'm in New York, but I have a tour with Kim Whitley.
Okay,
so so May 19th, I'm in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Okay. Two
funny mamas. We're going on the road. May 20th, we are in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And then May 21st, we're in Wilmington, Delaware. And if you want tickets, you can go to sherryshow.tv.com. Unfortunately, my show in New York is sold out.
Okay. But we can still catch one of these.
But you can still catch, because I'm in Chicago. That's almost sold out. But you can go to Sherri Show back home. I didn't invite none of my family. None of my, they so mad at me. Because my family heckle. Like, they think they can just, your family come, and they always the ones. Like, literally, Wanda Sykes did a show. I was doing and I know I got to go, but I was doing a charity event for my son's school. Raised a bunch of money. I had Wanda Sykes. I had a dude from SNL. I had Louis Anderson. I had all of these big comics. George Lopez. These are big comics. I raised like $100,000 for Jeffrey's school. Yeah. And I told the people, no cameras. And Wanda Sykes was out there doing her stuff, and literally she stops the show. And she goes, okay, put the cameras up. I'm not playing with y'all. Right. And somebody was like, I'm not putting my camera up. And she said, I will stop this show if you don't put the camera up. They come get me. I run out stage. I'm like, who? And they finally put it up because security came. She finished her show. While we get home, and my sister goes, I don't know why she wouldn't let us film her. She ain't know. I said, oh my God.
Why would you do this to me?
Why would you do this to me? And I confessed it on the talk show when Wanda came. I said, it was my sister. The same one is gonna make me live in the back room with my brother-in-law.
That don't like you.
The brother-in-law don't like. That was my sister. I'm sorry, Wanda. So I didn't invite none of my family to my show in Chicago because they like to heckle.
Well, they still got some tickets left. If y'all want to buy some, there's a few left.
You can go to Sherri Show TV.
Everybody but her family.
Everybody but my family. Y'all can't come. Y'all be making me nervous because they all funny too, and they know they funnier than me, and they just like, I don't know why you up there doing it when we funny, and they are, but they never stepped out.
Right.
To get to do the stuff, the work.
Right.
So they want to heckle from the chair.
And just the life, though, you and Kim Whitley get to go on tour together. Like, that gotta be fun. That's the life.
It's so much fun. We get on each other's nerves so bad, though. Because
Really?
Kim has ADHD. She got that adult ADHD. I don't know how we won the NAACP Image Award 2 years in a row. Because this girl will get on there and she just be distracted. And I go, we doing a podcast, Kim. We'll have a guest on. We had somebody who had been at the White House. And Kim was ordering food. She was texting. And I said, Kim, like the lady is from the White House. She's an expert. I done all my research. I'm like you, Angela. I done all my research. Kim put her foot up in front of the camera. She was like, girl, I think my foot hurt. And she said, you see my eyebrow? I got a coupon off. I got the coupon off Groupon and my eyebrow. Now the lady was laughing. I'm mad as heck. I was so hot. I was like, this don't make no. Do you know that's the one that won us the NAACP Image Award? Oh, crazy chaos. So that's what we bring to the stage. The chaos. Kim Whitley, you know her. She funny as all get up.
Amazing.
And we're two funny mamas. You know, we both single. Although Kim don't mind sharing her man. She like, whatever. As long as you just, if another woman want to come in, as long as she watch Joshua, she is welcome into my life. So we bring all of that.
What about Brother Husband? Would you do you ever watch that show?
That show? Girl, no. I'm not doing all that work. You got 2 men. You know how much work that is? Oh my gosh. No, sir. And then I'm not opening, and I don't want no other woman because I'm not opening up the door. Because it'd be that one moment you take a little break and then he eyeing her and her eyeing him and then you left out. They seeing each other on the side.
Yeah,
you just set the whole thing up. Now you just all assed out. No, sir. Ain't nobody else coming in my bed. It'll be me. Now you may have to take me sleeping and snoring a little bit, but I'm no, sir.
You'll be fine.
I definitely snore.
You snore? Snoring is a good thing.
I do. Only if I sleep on my back and I'll wake myself up. Like
do you wake yourself up like like that?
I don't
like that sleep apnea wake up.
I just be like, oop.
Girl,
but that's why I gotta sleep on my side.
I sleep on my side. But you ever been with a man that got a sleep apnea machine? That big old helmet with the water?
I haven't, but when I used to work with Cypher Sounds, he had to get one during the time that we worked together. Because he had it really bad. And it was bad. Because he would fall asleep in the studio sometimes and be loud. Shout out to Cypher Sounds.
And be loud. That's that one where they be snoring. But that thing to walk in, I walked into a Tuesday room and he had that machine and the water was gurgling. This is big old helmet. I was like, how we gonna kiss? How do you do this?
That's not sexy
at all. He put that helmet on his head and we were sitting there watching TV. He had this helmet on and I was like, what am I supposed to do? It's a tube connected to this machine on the bottom and he got the thing on his head and then he's snoring. He wake himself up screaming. I was like, this is not sexy at all.
You gotta ride it.
You got what? Got a helmet on?
Just hold the helmet.
He's attached to the machine. He can't move.
Just hold the helmet.
I guess that whole vibration thing helped. Oh my gosh. I need to go out with y'all. I've been going to church too much.
All right, we got a song to play for you. But thank you so much, Sherri Shepherd. We're going to play Pound Town and then you can get out of here.
I appreciate both y'all.
No, but honestly, congratulations so much. Like, you have been killing it. I watch your show and I'm just happy that you came up here.
Congratulations to both y'all because you have been working so hard in the Jasmine brand. I follow you and you have worked hard to get to the place that you are at right now. And it's been work ethic and consistency. And you have worked so hard. People don't understand. This is one thing people don't understand about radio. Usually when you have a part, you got a whole team. It's that woman who's there keeping everybody together, who's doing all of the research. It's a lot of sidekicks that are women. They are doing all of this, the facts, the factual stuff. It's like it's on you. Right. And you were doing that. You had all your facts together. You had all your good questions together. And I know being on the Breakfast Club, it's hard to pay attention to everybody. So my attention is on Charlamagne. But you always had the questions.
Yeah.
You always had the facts together, the research. And that's the stuff that people don't understand. That's a big part of making a show look easy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate. I know you know, so I really appreciate that coming from you.
So that's congratulations. You worked hard.
You
deserve
it, Angela.
You deserve it. You worked hard to be here, and you inspire. And when I saw you do Act Your Age with Kim Whitley, Yvette Nicole Brown, and Tisha Campbell, and you came up and hosted, because I do that too.
The Q&A.
Like you ask questions that were out of the box.
Right.
You do your homework. You do your research. And
I take it very seriously. It is, as we know, it's a job for real. Like it's a fun job. But it's a job.
Yeah, so people see the fun part of it, but it really is a job, and you're very serious about the job. I was so impressed. And I'm always impressed with you, but when I watched you, I was like, Angela Yee ain't playing around.
No, I had fun. They actually gave me some questions that were pretty standard, but I was like, let me just do my own to make it like spicier.
You asked questions, and Tisha was like, bitch, what? Wait a minute, what? Okay. And Kim Whitley was like, okay, I got ADHD. I know she ain't asking the question number 7. You asked some good questions. I was like, Angela ain't messing around, boy. This is okay. The boss is up in the game.
Oh, that's right.
You better go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations to you. We are rooting for you in your corner all the time.
I appreciate it. Well, y'all come play with me.
We will.
I would love it.
For sure.
Yeah, because you single too, Jasmine. So
we can't be doing no booty holes is pink and brown on my show.
Yeah, we gotta bring it down.
Yeah, y'all gotta bring it down all the way.
We gotta make it PG.
If booty hole is pink, there's a problem.
Yeah, don't bring. We're not gonna play that song when you come out.
Yeah.
All right, so way up in Angela.
Britney Spears all the way.
Sherri Shepherd.